Okay, so this board game is called Fury of Dracula. I'm playing against Terminus. I'm playing against a bunch of good people. This is a reasonably interesting board game. It's a hidden movement game. I'm going to be Dracula and move around Europe. And Terminus here as the Hunters is going to try and sniff me out. Okay, so what encounters do I have? I have one vampire. That's fog. Seems like a reasonable hand. Okay. So this is a pretty standard setup. Usually Mina's over here to like do psychic scan or at least threaten it, but this is more to have control over all of these areas. Italy's a natural starting place. The East is a natural starting place. I think I'll try and mix it up. Let's start in Amsterdam. I want to be zoomed out. So all the hunters are going to take their turns. There's a day turn and there's a night turn, and throughout the first week of the game, they're mostly just going to be sitting here gaining cards of various denominations. There are event cards and there are item cards, and those sort of help them out to find me later. And as it turns out, rather than swirling around Europe, most of them are going to be able to find me in the first week just by using specific cards like Jonathan Harker or newspaper reports. And meanwhile, I have to go around laying traps and all that kind of stuff. I need to figure out how the camera works. So, Dracula. Alright, so we slide the trail. We'll go to Cologne. And we'll put down a vampire. This is really annoying. I like the bigger board. I don't know how to change the camera. see. Very nice. I like that. And then we'll remember this camera zoom. Alright, that's a lot easier. Yeah, you can see everything going on. Slide the trail. Put the body gouge down here. There's a lot I'm not going to be able to understand. Alright, so anyway, more explanation of the game. Yep, so he's going to try and suss out where I'm at. Yep, checking Valona and Constanta. Not in the east. Valona over here, Constanta over here. It's good places to check. Is revealed a pistol and a mystic research. Yep. Shit card to reveal. Should have brought paper with me. Actually, there's still a chance for that. Plenty of ways to get paper. Good to be able to write notes just in case I figure out what weapons and stuff these people have. So basically every day I'm going to put something else on the trail, and this is a card over here that tells the entire game where I'm at. And I'm going to put an encounter on it, which is representing some bad thing that'll happen if they go onto it, or if they let it sit for too long, then it can mature. If it goes off the end of the trail, then it'll create some kind of extra effect that will either cause me to gain points or cause the hunters some other kind of disadvantage. I win if I gain points from stuff maturing, from killing hunters, or for the game just going too long, and I lose if the hunters kill me, basically. Now there are a lot of involved hunter strategies to get into, and I'm just not going to do that. Suffice to say, as Dracula, I'm trying not to get found very, very quickly, and I'm trying to lay encounters that are going to be difficult for the hunters to deal with. So my opponent is definitely a good player, so we're just gonna normal move Nuremberg, Strasbourg. Strasbourg's kind of an easy place to go, but I think it's fine. We'll go to Strasbourg. Get some bats here. I don't know. Do I want a rumor token on Cologne? I think I will put a rumor token on Cologne. There's just kind of no reason not to. We'll make him find it. card. Dogs. Yep. Let's see what they pick now. They're going to try to search for 2 new locations. Amsterdam, I misdirected, so that should throw him off. Okay, cool, cool. Dracula gets to move by road one way every turn. One thing on the map that may not be obvious is there are trains and there are roads. The white and the yellow lines are trains, and Dracula is afraid of trains, so he doesn't get to go on those. The hunters get to use train tickets to move by the trains every turn. They can move during the day and not during the night, and supplying is good during the day and pretty bad during the night. The night actions are pretty limited, honestly. Dracula can also go out to sea, and he takes damage by doing so, but it then becomes obvious to the hunters that he's at sea. They're these blue-backed cards that signify that he's at sea. But also the hunters can't mess with him at sea. Like, Pirate Dracula is a good way to stay alive as you're moving from the 3rd week to the 4th week. This is Thursday of the 1st week now. If you get to the 4th week of the game, you start getting points every turn you stay alive. That's kind of how the game ends if it goes too long. More spectators. Alright, we'll slide the trail. Yeah, we'll head into Zurich, that's fine. It's not very easily connected to trains and the like. I'll put down an aristocratic. I don't have a lot of intentionality for where I'm going here, as Dracula things are really easy. These are normal discards. Garlic Greek and Holy Circle aren't very good. Yep, newspaper reports. Let's see where we're at. Frankfurt, so he knows where I'm at. I was hoping to get one more day out of it. And he knows Amsterdam wasn't on the trail any of these 3 ways. Oh, it's cool. It highlights up the city when I highlight these cards. I've watched a lot of this game, and I've played the board game, but this is my first time playing the digital game, hence me not knowing where the camera is. So the question remains what they'll be able to do. Now, the way this game works is Dracula can't really survive a fight against multiple hunters. Alright, John Seward's got the fast horses. I don't think any of this is going to survive. It's going to be a little dicey. I'm here in Zurich. What does wolf form get me? They're still supplying. There are no issues here. I'd love to get into Munich, but it's a bit of a risk. Don't think it's unreasonable. Here's Frankfurt, it's behind me here. Slide the trail. I'm just gonna go to Geneva, start making my way this way. Put a fighting vampire down there. I get this achievement for walking 500 miles as Dracula. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, there's a lot to think about in this game, and there's a lot that I know about how this game plays, but now that I'm sitting here in a tournament, I feel like I'm flying by the seat of my pants, just kind of going where I have to go. I'm not able to weigh the risks of certain locations because I don't have a handle on what the hunters have. Okay, he's going up here to try and figure it out. They'll make their way up to Cologne soon enough, so I need to figure out the long-term plan. I'm here in Geneva. I haven't used wolf form yet to misdirect. I could put down fog in Marseille and leave by the sea if I need a distraction. Actually, using Mystic Research, fair enough. So what's this now? Escape route. Charter carriage, okay. So who's using charter carriage? Mina. Yeah, Mina's getting ready to go. Up to Brussels. I could have slipped by east. If I went to Munich, I could have made it around back. Interesting. I thought he might check there, which is why I didn't go there last night. But I don't think it's bad to have gone to Geneva since Mina has done all this stuff. Okay. Probably gonna take my fog. Yep, fog's a good card. But I got my fog back. Discarded the bullets. Take a look at the item deck. Discard. Yeah, this is mostly what I expect. I think I'm gonna go to Marseille, and I'm gonna put fog in there. Because he's not gonna expect that the turn after he looked at my hand of encounter cards and discarded the fog. And that's a very not high level play to make, but it's the one I'm going to make. Yeah, so they'll presume this is a vampire, and they have the people to get it done, presumably the stakes to get it done as well. Surviving is the most important thing. Trying to get a vampire to mature, to go off the end of the trail, is obviously also very important. Yeah, let's get the ambush. More reports. Probably search with stake. Yep. Gets that off the board. I am probably supposed to fight him, assuming he has a stake, but... Yep, so Seward has a knife. He'll be able to heal that off, but I know about the knife now. What's in here? Aristocratic? Yeah. Slide the true. Yeah, we'll layer cologne. We'll put wolves in cologne. What do I have in my hand? This is the thing with the bats. Geneva has this, and Marseille has the fog. I think I'm going to wolf form out of Marseille. Yeah, because if you wolf form out of Marseille, there's quite a lot of places you can go. Let's go to Nantes. Try to put down an aristocratic there. Aristocratic vampires don't fight, but if they mature, it's good stuff. Should be the end of that turn. Probably am supposed to ambush with the bats there. Just, whatever. Ooh, I wonder what he'll pick up with hired scouts. He's gonna get 2 cities. Grab and Toulouse. So he's checking that I went the other way. Toulouse is down here, yeah. These are good places to check. Yeah, Mina has fast horses. This is probably new player advantage here. It's not often I see people search for bats and then get delayed with them. It's also not often that I don't see people place bats down when it's not very intentional what you're doing with it. Okay, let's slide the trail. Oh yeah, Lair Frankfurt. Okay, so he hasn't sussed me out yet. Don't really have any advantage to hiding. It's here. It's an aristocratic. Yeah, we should move. Let's go to Bordeaux. Let's put down a hoax. Try to have another rumor token, but we don't need it. Just move a bit farther away from the action. Now, Mina can psychic scan and find out that I'm in France. By doing that, but I'm almost tempting him to do that. Getting away from Zurich. There's no ally yet. Because Mina's gonna want to move. She's not gonna want to psychic scan this. She'll fast horses over to Zurich or something. Going to Marseille. Yep. I will freeze her in place. Stick her in the fog. Zurich. There's two ways. There's two things they have to check to find that other vampire. And then they have to check the wolf form around Marseille. They should be able to deduce where I am if they're any competent. It's just interesting playing against one person who's very competent versus like 4 people who are like, you know, good deduction makers, but like not very familiar with the board game. more bodyguards. Desecrated soil. Okay. Let's go to Santander. Let's put the soil down. That's fine. I'm not getting any more fighting vampires. They have a few things to check now. And Mina's stuck in Marseille for a bit. Like, we're doing fine, but we're not going to get points. This game's probably going to drag out and I'm going to die. Agatha's here, okay. Oh, they're using it to check. Maybe I've given them a bit of a run around here. Alright, we got fast horses, 2. Where is he going? Has to check Zurich. Which one is Saragossa? That's Salonika. Some weather? Like it's Van Helsing out here. That's Saragossa. There's no fog anymore. We've kept Mina pinned down. Keep him distracted. I think I've used my 2 fighting vampires in an okay manner. He keeps using this. Would like to become delayed, I'm sure. Yep, you have become delayed. Clearing up that aristocratic just in time. What do I have here? Desecrated soil. We'll just crawl around Spain. I have a lot of latitude to cover a lot of ground if they figure out where I'm at. This trail here on the edge, it's not that hard to find, especially when Van Helsing starts to take a look at it. Only takes a couple of turns, a couple of turns to do that, and yep. Checked one of them. Ooh, we're gonna get to dusk. Am I gonna get to mature this? Seems so. Oh, well, that's fortunate for me. This is a reckless. So I'd be clearing this aristocratic with a rumor token. I think I won't be greedy. I think I'll just take the mature. And I get my wolf form back. So he's got the tip of Spain to look at here. He looked for a bunch of the contiguous areas, but wasn't able to find them. Because I was able to rat around a little bit. Still a fair bit of ways from where I'm at. I'm feeling more confident in this game. Don't think I can have another fog. I think there are only 2 of those left in the deck. And he discarded one. I got another one out of Marseille. Might be psychic scanning Italy. If Mina is with someone else, she can take an action to figure out if I'm in the same continent as her. That's what I mean by psychic scan. They're going to keep supplying. They're going to ready for a fight with me. They think they've accepted that it's going to happen sooner or later. Scott Wax cylinders. Showing me hide. I haven't hidden. Yes, that's correct. Slide the trail. Alright. That helps. He knows I'm in Spain now. Okay, they're gonna start moving very quickly. Yep, sword. Made it out there. Yep, Mina's gonna go there too. So now I'm in a tricky position because I miscounted the road somewhat because this is connected to this. So with double fast horses, I'll have 2 hunters ready to jump me in Alicante. Can't hide again. Wolf form isn't very good, and I can't go to sea like this. But will they be able to ignore whatever's up there if I leave it up there? I don't know. They'll likely assume which way I walked around when I wolf formed from Marseille. But it was like here rather than here. They'll likely know I'm in Alicante. And it'll be Monday, so I'll have to play 4 cards to escape. It won't be easy. I thought about going to Madrid so that I could mix this up a little bit. Misdirect on the way out. I think I might have misplayed that. My special cards left. Got Feed, Dark Call. I think we just moved to Alicante. Don't think too much of it. Just put the mob down there. Another Reckless. So now I'm getting my fighting vamps at the very bottom of the deck. Surprising return. Probably going to get Rufus out, or no, Agatha was discarded. Yep. So he's going to try and kill me here with 2. Nah, he's guessed where I'm at with Agatha. He hasn't deplayed it. I mean, they're 2 well-loaded hunters. They could easily kill me. Yep, here's Renewed Vigor. It's time to kill me. Train fast horses. Yep, I'm gonna get jumped by everybody. Even if I do make it out alive, I'm not going to have a lot of health to make it through all of these sea tiles. I take 2 damage when I go to sea and 1 damage from going from sea to sea. So, though I'll be able to make it over to the other end, they might have another Renewed Vigor. There'll be plenty of time for them to do it. I just felt like I needed to do this to give myself leave to make it out here in the 4th week. Well, we'll see how it goes. He's going to plan his attack, and I think he's going to go for the big bucks. I think he's going to hit me. because this would have been Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Plenty of time left to go. That hypnosis really saved him. I was like, we went around a lot of the, like, we went around in such a way that he pulled, like, allies twice and used them, and pulled, like, hired scouts a bunch of times and guessed where I was a bunch of times and didn't find me. And he was sort of, like, in the middle of the map where it was, like, kind of farthest away from everything out here. But the hypnosis letting him know it was in Iberia. That's, yep. We got chartered carriage. Yeah, Godalming's gonna get into the fight as well. Yeah, Alicante's on the rail, so let's see it. Yeah, I mean, go ahead, click them. Yeah, he knows it's basically a ring now. It's easy enough to figure out. Yep, it's got the good horses. Wait for me to get in there as well. Fog was a bit wasted on Marseille here. It's obviously better here. But the fog on Marseille is kind of what allowed me to get here in the first place, right? Like, you have to take risks at some point in order to win. This was the risk I took. Yep, sense of emergency. Seems good. Alright, now I'll try and hit him all with the mob. Yeah, so I mean, they're at low enough health. It's a 3v1, but maybe I can get a kill in there before I die immediately. Yep, they're gonna rest. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're so fucking dead. Oh no. Would have loved to have had a... You're the one with planned ambush. And this is probably just gets to be a heavenly host. Yep. No thanks. Alright, so we lost our first round as Dracula, and it's probably not going to look good for us as the Hunters either, considering, yep, we may be a bit out of our depth here in this tournament. I hope everyone enjoyed the coverage, though. I'm going to go get set up for board game night.